It's football though. At the end of the day, stuff like that's gonna happen. So I just stay humble. I mean, hey, he did what he was supposed to do. It's football. Something bad's gonna happen on the field sooner or later. We just gotta get up and fight again. That's what I try to do. Get up and fight. Good thing the doctors stopped me because if there was no doctors there, I would have still been out there playing. So I'm thankful for everybody that helped me that day. Yeah, boy, it's gonna be a speedy recovery.
Football, at the end of the day, I got mixed feelings about this. So on one hand, he got hit by a player, Henry Blackburn, player on the Colorado State. When he got hit, I'm looking at the ball. The ball's nowhere near him. Him and the DB, the ball's it just went sailing past him, hit the ground, and then boom, he got hit. So immediately in my head, I'm thinking that's an ejection. You got to eject him for that. He didn't get ejected, and all it was a I think 15-yard penalty. So the referees, they missed the ball on that one. And NCAA, if they didn't eject him, he got to get at least like a minimum 2-game suspension. That's it. That's all I think. 2-game suspension. Because you got to set a precedent that if you do something like that, the ball is nowhere near the receiver and the DB that is targeted at, and you go and hit the receiver, that's unacceptable. You got to set the precedent that if you do something like that, there is a punishment that's not just 15 yards. Because then players, when you in sports, in every sport that I played baseball, basketball, football. Guys will do whatever you allow them to get away with. If they see that the refs is, hey yo, we gonna call it like this, or the refs is calling it a certain way, they do something and they don't get called for it. The ref sees it blatantly. They're going to keep doing it. So if you see a late hit like that, and he has a lacerated spleen from that, he talking about if there was no doctors, I'd have kept playing. If you kept playing, it'd be much worse. So we're glad that there's doctors around, and I'm glad he's okay enough to tell how he felt during the moment. And I'm also glad that he's kind of like forgiving him. But if he ever played them again, I know he's looking for that. He's looking for him on that side of the field. He's looking for him. I know that. But you can't allow that to continue, and it's only a 15-yard penalty. That's the worst you get for a cheap shot like that. Not even a play on the ball. That's a play on a person. Now, that people sending death threats or any type of threats on social media, that's mad. That's mad extra, yo. It's sports. It's sports, and most importantly, it's football. Football is organized violence. Players get injured all the time. Dirty plays happen way too often for people to be sending death threats. It's crazy. It's not good. It hurts the sport more than it's going to hurt that player. There's going to be good calls, bad calls, late hits, unnecessary hits, all types of stuff. So them sending death threats to that young man, as wrong as he was in the moment, and in the moment he was 100% wrong, and I get it. Like from his point of view, it's a rivalry game. Travis Hunter was talking hella shit. He was talking so much trash. They said he was about to like start some type of riot with all the trash talk he was going on for that game. But yeah, even with all that considered, that it's a rivalry game like that, you cannot go and knock him out when he's not the play's over. The ball wasn't even near anybody, and you gonna do that? You can't do that. You can't do that. Oh shit. But yeah, you gotta you can't allow that. It's just not. It's not right. It's not right. So at minimum, I think he should have got a 2-game suspension. What I'm most impressed about is that Deion Sanders and Travis, they both seem to they're letting it go, which is the classy thing to do. And also him that hit is taking away from what was a great game. That was a good ass game, and nobody if Deion Sanders wasn't there, Travis Hunter wasn't there, Shadur Sanders, all them boys that came with Coach Prime, nobody's talking about that game. And right now, we should still be talking about the game. But what we're talking about is the fact that the young man that did it, Henry Blackburn, he's receiving death threats from the aftermath of that. What should be talking about is his teammate, that receiver. I forgot what number he is, but that receiver, he caught every single pass going his way. 16 passes, 16 catches targeted at catch. Whoo, I'm all over it. 16 targets, 16 catches. That boy was all over the field. And Colorado still won without their best player. That's what we should be talking about. That's what we should be talking. We shouldn't be talking about death threats to a player. People trying to take away the kid's scholarship. He in Deion Sanders' in his interview where he said that he's still a young man trying to figure out life. Yeah, he is. He did something stupid. Should he be punished for it? Yes. Taking away his scholarship for one hit that may have been illegal on the football field. You should be taking away football from him for a little bit, not for permanently. Not take away his scholarship while he's there in college trying to make something of himself. He should, at minimum, in my opinion, he should have got 2 games if he didn't get ejected out that game. In the game, he should have got an ejection because they was targeting the whole night. But at worst, he got was a 15-yard penalty. And like I said, in my opinion, you got to set a precedent that if you do something like that, you can't just get away with a 15-yard penalty. You got to either be ejected or you're getting a suspension for something like that.